Hello, my name's Jessica Amir. I'm a market analyst with Bell Direct, and today we're chatting with arguably one of the world's most promising immuno-oncology businesses, Immutep. And with us now is the CEO, Marc Voigt. Marc, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
So for those that don't know about your biotechnology company, give us an introduction and tell us about your lead product called FD.
Yeah, so Immutep is a biotech company. We are active in immuno-oncology as well as in autoimmune diseases. We are globally leading in terms of LAG-3, lymphocyte activation gene 3. It's an immune checkpoint. You can refer to that as a little trigger in your immune system to turn the immune system on or off. We have 4 different product candidates. 2 of them are exclusively worldwide licensed, one to GlaxoSmithKline, the other one to Novartis. 2 of them we develop ourselves, and our lead product candidate, eftilagimod alpha, or in brief, FD, is now at a very, very decisive stage in multiple different clinical trials.
And you seem to be at a major turning point in the company's journey. You're just about to announce the phase 2b clinical trials of your metastatic breast cancer trial. So what should investors be looking out for, Marc?
Yeah, indeed. So we have, by end of March, planned to release the results of APEC, our largest clinical trial, 226 patients in metastatic breast cancer. It's a high-quality clinical trial, double-blind, one-to-one randomized, meaning that you have a control arm, that you test against active control as well as placebo. So it's a very important point in our journey, and we will report so-called progression-free survival data from the patients, as well as response rate data from the patients, so tumor shrinkage. And if that is successful, it would be maybe the birth of an entirely new class of products in immuno-oncology, first time since 2013-14, the so-called APC, antigen-presenting cells activator. So it's hopefully a big and great event.
And indeed, we're hoping that it will be positive, and the rest of the world is hoping that it will be positive. It will have a profound impact. So how significant could this be in changing the world of immunotherapy treatments compared to the current treatment in the market?
So metastatic breast cancer is unfortunately an incurable disease, so it's an extremely high unmet medical need. And we try to do nothing less than to improve the existing standard of care chemotherapy together with an immuno-oncology option, eftilagimod, in order to extend patients' life, have a good quality of life. So we aim to change the existing standard of care for those patients.
And your results are going to be so closely watched, and assuming that they're positive, if they are, what does it mean for Immutep as a business? Because also I understand, you're working with 4 of the largest biotech companies in the world, so we can't ignore the fact that you could potentially be taken over as well.
Indeed, we work and collaborate with different pharmaceutical companies like GlaxoSmithKline, Novartis, Pfizer, Merck, also German Merck, so it's practically 5 of the top 20 pharmaceutical companies in the world. I think that's good, and our business model is to develop our products to a certain stage and then to license them to the pharmaceutical industry. We delivered on that business model in the past. I hope we deliver on that business model in the future. If there are other dynamics, then we have to assess any upcoming opportunity. But as you said, we are under surveillance, so to speak. We are monitored for sure. And if the results are good, it should have transformative potential for the company.
And we have to ask how coronavirus, which is causing a lot of supply chains around the world to come to a halt, how has it affected Immutep?
Yeah, it's an important question because the pharmaceutical industry, biotech industry are global businesses with complicated supply chains. Indeed, eftilagimod is manufactured in China by WuXi Biologics, one of the world's largest biological manufacturers. They have the situation very well under control. We have our central warehouse in Belgium, so our clinical trial supply is not affected. And WuXi is back at work. In China, the peak is already over, is gone, so that's good. And they have been dealing in an excellent manner with that, very transparent information. So we are not affected for the time being. And of course, we hope that this will continue to be the case in the future. Also, maybe if I can add that eftilagimod as an immune booster has also patent claims in infectious diseases. It's not our core area of expertise, and I don't want to talk this up, so to speak, but an immune activator, of course, in infectious diseases has also some potential.
So with FD being an immunity booster as well, how could people get their hands on it?
Right now, it's in different clinical trials. So if there are eligible patients, we have clinical trial sites in Australia, in the United States, as well as in different European countries. And then, of course, if the product is approved later on, subject to the data we see in the coming years, then, of course, it could be a blockbuster drug being available for many, many patients around the globe. And this is, of course, what we hope for.
An absolute game changer, and congratulations on your exceptional work. Marc Voigt, the CEO of Immutep, thank you.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
For more information, head over to Bell Direct's website or speak to your advisor.